So Michelle, uh,
Yeah.
I less than 2 hours ago got my second shot.
Yay.
It was a totally different experience than the first time. So in Ohio, a month ago, they had just announced, well, in this part of Ohio, they had just announced everybody gets stuck.
Yeah.
Why does your face look like that?
It's fine.
What why are you making that face?
I'm just trying to turn the sound on my phone off.
What a diva. All right. Um, but last time I went, it was really crowded, and I remember saying like I was kind of wished I'd went to like a CVS or something because it was like being in a cattle car. Like they were just pushing
Yeah.
us and pushing us and pushing us. It was literally wait in line outside to then wait in line inside to then get a number. And then once they call your number, you go to a new line and you wait in
Mm-hmm.
that line until you get to the final line, and then you get to the final boss where they stick you with a needle. So, I didn't love it. But so last time I went, it was about 2.5 hour process from start to finish.
Wow.
Like from the moment we pulled the car into the drive or the parking lot, it was like 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Maybe a little less, but it was like roughly that. This time around, my appointment was at 2 p.m. I arrived at 1:48 and I left at 1:58.
Wow. They didn't keep you for 15 minutes?
They have you sit in your car for 15 minutes,
Okay.
and if you feel ill or have any problems, you honk your horn, and somebody comes and checks on you.
And I guess if you don't leave because you like fainted, they'd probably figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I waited 5 minutes and I said, "Fuck all these people. They don't know what they're talking about anyway," and we left.
And then you got into an accident.
And then I pissed myself. Yes, I had an accident. No, so that was the experience.
Good.
Then because we saved so much time, we decided to do some errands. We went out and got the fucking vaccine card laminated, although they won't actually laminate your original vaccine card.
Okay.
So if you go to Staples or Office Max, they will photocopy and laminate for free your COVID-19 vaccination card.
If you go to the
The
FedEx type thing,
yeah.
you can just laminate anything you want yourself.
Oh, no, no. If I wanted to laminate it myself, I could.
Okay. But they will.
But the deal they're doing is for free. They photocopy and
Oh.
laminate your card.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
That's the deal.
Okay.
Because they were told not to recommend laminating the original card.
Okay.
In fact, what they tell you to do apparently is make a copy, laminate that, and then keep the original away and never take it anywhere with you. Because the COVID card is so convenient. The vaccine card is so convenient to take around because it's perfectly sized to not fucking fit in a wallet or a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the thing after I had it laminated and I was like, I guess I'll just keep it up my ass. But I mean, we don't, as of right now, you don't actually need it to go anywhere or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I just figured, fuck it. I had all this free time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was interesting. So we run back here. I also forgot my card. So they had to make me a new card, which took
Oh.
obviously no time at all because,
Mm-hmm.
it was out in like less than 8 minutes. Um, and I made my nurse laugh really hard because they were confirming the spelling of my last name, and I told them the story about when Cablevision thought I was Henrik Kupo, and every time I paid the bill, I put a note in that said that you have my name wrong. And I even put at one point, I said, "You have my name wrong. How about matching it to the credit card I'm paying you with? That's Henrik Kuto." And then they tried to claim I never returned my modem. So I was like, let them go after Kupo for that. Uh, but so that was fine. I was shocked though. I mean, we literally just walked in. A couple of people were like, "You go through there, talk to the lady." I talked to the lady, and they're like, "Okay, then you go through there." And then the lady was like, "You go through there and get shot." Well, they gave us little paper M's so that they knew to give us a Moderna
Okay. They had
because they do
multiple
Pfizer.
things.
They have Pfizer and Moderna there. Well, they obviously
Okay.
don't have Johnson and Johnson there. So, well, for anybody who's worried, you're past the general worry point, right?
Yeah, but I still should worry for about another week, just for fun, because they
I,
said
I was gonna
they
say
said
that's
like
just
after
you.
no, they said like after 3 weeks, you're probably fine. But no one says those 6 women. It was all within the first 13 days.
Yeah.
But
Women be like that. It's all about that first 13 days.
Mhm.
I don't know what I'm talking about. So no, yeah, so I got stuck, and that's great. So we go and we get the lamination, and I can tell you sincerely, in that hour we were running around, because it's a beautiful day. It snowed this morning, or last night into this morning, and everything was covered in snow first thing in the morning, and then it's all melted now.
That's weird.
Super weird though. It was like 2.5, 3 inches of snow.
Wow.
Yeah, no. When people said it was gonna snow, I was like, yeah, it'll flurry or whatever. No, it's stuck.
Wow.
And I have the photos of Chicano covered in snow when he went out to pee at midnight last night to prove it. But but yeah, so after about an hour of running around, I realized I'm getting sick. I'm having a reaction to the vaccine.
Already?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I actually tried to ignore it too. I was like, you know what? The weather's been changing so much. And so yeah, I feel a little hot. And then all of a sudden I was like sweating,
Ooh.
and I was like, oh, I'm just really clammy. And then my head started hurting. And then I started being confused at the CVS.
Oh.
And I was like, this is just what it is, what it's like. I mean, I would
Wow.
know. I remember what it was like when I was initially sick, and also what it was like when I got the vaccine. It did start to hit me about an hour or so in. I started to feel
Wow.
really tired and sick. My mother did too. Although my mother didn't have nearly the reaction I did. She did. She said she felt sick within an hour of getting her dose.
Did she also have Moderna?
No, she had Pfizer.
I wonder if it's like it's super weird because my sister, I, and my mom, it all took, well, for my sister and I think like the lag time was like almost the same.
Mhm.
And then my mom was like fine until that evening
Yeah.
and then terrible the next day.
Well, I keep, it's all such guesswork, because then some people are like, Henrik, don't worry, the second one's not that bad. But then you hear tons of people like the second one is the one that fucks you up, and then some
Mhm.
people are like, well, no, the second one only messes you up if you never had COVID to begin with. And it's just, nobody knows anything. It's like, whose line is it anyway? There's the rules are made up, the points don't matter. Okay. All I knew was I was going to get stuck, and there's a chance I was going to get sick. So I just need to be ready. So I have canned soup. I have a thing of butter pecan ice cream. I have DoorDash at my disposal. The good news is it has been a really long time since it made me nauseous,
Good.
the illness. So like, I
Mhm.
know at least I can ride this out by like eating pizza and ice cream and just being a big baby.
Mhm.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take it. So, but yeah, so I'm starting to feel sick, and I want the world to know it was my idea, if I got back in time to do the show. I jokingly even said, as I'm getting sick from the shot.
Mhm.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm sorry that we took so long running errands, because I wouldn't have been this sick. I feel really hot. Oh my
I'm
god. I
sorry.
feel so hot. Okay. As long as first of all, if I get a fever, that'll be shocking, because I've never had a fever that I've recorded. And every time I've ever felt hot, during this whole time I've been sick and this whole time I got vaccinated, I always check my temperature, and I've never had a fever. Even when I had chills literally rattling my bones, I did not have a fever. So I would really like to not get chills. That would be cool, because those chills scared the crap out of me. I'd never had full body chills before. I don't want to do it again. So I'm basically hoping no chills, I'm hoping no fever, and I'm hoping no increased shortness of breath.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
after the vaccine, my lungs got really tight.
Oh.
Remember, I told you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They got really tight right after the vaccine. They were a little tight before, but it was so minuscule that you made fun of me because I didn't realize I had shortness of breath.
Mhm.
So then they got really tight. Luckily, you and your mom were watching my back, and you suggested I get some inhaler from the corner, from the pharmacy, the pharmacia. And oh, speaking of which, in Adventures in Henrik Spanish, I was trying really hard to train my dogs in some more words in Spanish, because uh, I have a very moderate understanding of Spanish, and I'm not very confident, so it's hard for me. Like, I'll speak Spanish like crazy when no one's around, but I'm so like self conscious of it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't think of what the word for treat was, so I just started saying tretas to the dogs. Tretas, tretas. That's totally Spanish for treats. It was just a funny realization, because after I'd done that, asked Google, "Hey Google, like what's Mexican Spanish for treats?" And it's just like treta. I was like,
Okay, yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's that easy. Sometimes you luck
Yeah.
out. That's why, like, the joke is, people when they don't speak Spanish, but they'll be like, policio, because like there are words that are just that in
Mhm.
the language. So it's like maybe
Yeah.
you'll hit one and luck
Yeah.
out. Donde está biblioteca?
I don't know.
That means where is the bathroom with books in it? Or library, depending. I mean,
Yeah,
the exact
yeah.
translation though is is toilet with books in it. Uh, but no, yeah, it was my stupid knuckleheaded harebrained idea to like do this and hope I like was hoping I was like, if I'm gonna get sick, I want to get sick throughout like the 30 or 40 minutes that we're doing the show together. That way it'll just be funny to me. And I'm worse than I was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You can tell? Can you tell?
No, no, I can't tell.
Oh,
No.
no, 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 no.
You're
Let me feel
no,
bad. No, make me
no,
feel
no, no,
bad.
no.
It's good.
You're really holding it together,
Good.
actually.
My head hurts and I am having trouble concentrating.
Yeah.
I get this feeling like my eyes are heavy and they want
Mm.
to fall out of
Of
my
your
head.
head?
Not really. They more want to weigh my whole head forward
Interesting.
more than it's like a migraine feeling.
Okay.
But when I've had like the worst of my like fog brain and stuff, it's been because I'm too busy thinking about how that feels.
Hmm.
If that makes sense. Like, I mean, because I'm
Yeah.
like bothered
Yeah.
by a head pain, so I'm just not taking in information, or I'm not
Yeah.
thinking properly because I'm thinking about my head hurts.
Right.
So
Like if you were just thinking about something else, like you're really
yeah,
stressed or something.
yeah, or it's like somewhere between that and and just a migraine, but it's
Mhm.
just a really really light migraine that lasts for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Is the way it's starting to fucking feel. Actually, I was feeling pretty good before this. I'd had a couple of really fucking good days. So
Yeah.
now, and I know people are listening to this because this podcast, I would call it. Let's call this podcast intimate. We don't have a massive audience, but we have people who listen every single week. Like I messed up on the timestamp for last week's podcast, so it
Oh.
didn't publish at midnight like it's supposed to. I had to publish it when I woke up. I went, it's not published, and I hit publish, right
Mhm.
then and there on my phone. And I had text messages, people saying like, "Is the show's not up? Is everything okay?"
Wow.
So I mean, they do want to hear the show, and I appreciate them so much. But they're all, I know that they're people who care. So I want you guys to understand, I am okay. I don't feel I'm saying that as I'm getting worse. That's the best part. I feel so hot right now. My shoulders feel like they're really, really warm.
I'm sorry.
it's this is literally it's either do this show and make a spectacle out of it, or just go lay on the couch for another goddamn afternoon. I'd rather do this, to be honest, until I don't want to. So don't
Mhm.
quote me on in like 15 minutes. I'll probably be like, fuck it, I
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
care. Just shove the mic into the computer. You hear shattering. So no, but no, I want everybody to know I had been feeling a lot better. But I also want to say that since I got my first shot a month ago, I got much worse. And then I got much better, much faster than I had been. So I am one of those people who's a believer that if you're long hauling, that the vaccine seems to help in some way.
Mhm.
It's possible that it's not, but it seems suspect that
Mhm.
I started to get better so much faster.
Yeah.
Now granted, it's still everything about this sickness has just taken longer than I would like. That is the biggest complaint I have, is that it's like, oh man, I'm feeling better. Okay, cool. Maybe next week I'll be able to do blank. It turns out it's next month.
Mhm.
It's just been the way it's been.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I'm not a person who's patient. And I'm so impatient, I don't consider patience a virtue. People are like, you should learn to be
Well,
patient. I'm like, why? So I can be one of those stupid patient people? I hate
well.
it. Look at that person sitting there patiently waiting for the bus, happy. I hate him, you know? But no, I'm not a very patient guy unless I really have to be. And that's the thing. And I've said this a million times, but like the whole thing with the illness was when I was first really sick, and then we realized like, hey, maybe you got COVID. Maybe you should really, really rest. Not just like take half days, like really rest.
Mhm.
It was 2.5 weeks in, all of a sudden it stopped being a vacation, started being a prison. So
Yeah.
it's like 2.5 weeks of like, I'm just going to DoorDash food and watch movies all day is totally dope. But after that, it's like, I want to do something more with my existence, please. So anyway, my point is, so while I'm not thrilled about the fact that I can physically feel myself getting less well right now, I do have this feeling that come Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, maybe even tomorrow, maybe even Friday, I'm going to feel a lot better and I'm going to start feeling even better.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll be on my way to feeling normal in a few months. I mean, like completely normal.
Yeah.
But I'll take 80%. I'll take it, man. I will. So it's been hard, man. You have to manage your expectations, and that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
You know, to say like, oh, I really want to on, next Thursday I want to do blank, and it's like, hold the phone, decide Thursday morning. And it's like, but I want to commit to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, that's nice, but no. You cannot, sir. So, I am feeling bad right now, but I do feel confident I will feel better soon. And I've had a lot of dread all week. I've been talking to you about it and
Yeah.
stuff. I've had dread all week about getting the second shot because I was like, I'm starting to feel better. I just don't want to feel worse. But I just had to get it over with because I know that it'll make me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So I'm not, I overall I think I have a pretty positive attitude, but I also have this attitude where my mom's like, maybe you won't feel bad at all. I'm like, I can't afford to think that way. I'm ready to be sick as a dog for a couple
Mm-hmm.
of days, 3 days, 4 days if necessary. That's what I'm
Yeah.
ready for. I hope I'm wrong, but I might be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you say something.
I don't have anything to say.
Well, you sound good. You have your new interface.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
No problem.
So far, so good.
Just dying over here. No, that's great, Michelle. You know what the worst part? So this is how bad it is being like this. I was about to say it's unrelated, the cough.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I cough because my
Yeah.
chest is tight.
Yeah.
It's just that it doesn't hurt and it doesn't feel like the cough is like damaging me or like worrisome.
Mm-hmm.
So my first instinct is go like, oh, it's unrelated. No, it's not. Fucking
Yeah.
no, it's not. Henrik,
Yeah.
God, I'm so stupid. How do you put up with it?
With coughing
With my
or
stupidity? With how dumb
no?
I am?
No, you're so smart.
What? Name one smart thing I've ever fucking
Literally,
done.
like everything you do is smart. You like do a thing and then it like works. It's magic.
That's
Not really. It's because you're smart.
I don't know about that. Not everything works.
It all works.
I've published 3 books now and I'm almost broken even. Oh my gosh. It's happening. It's really happening.
I mean, those were words and in a sentence that I understood. So
¿Qué es esto? But no, thank you though. That's a very nice compliment for you to give me. I'm nodding.
yeah.
I hope everybody, I hope you guys don't freak out. I feel bad now that I'm putting people who like care about my well-being through this, but I thought it would be amusing. I'm not in any danger, guys. I'm under the supervision of a doctor. I have both my mother's doctor and my friend who's a doctor to talk to if I'm worried about something. I know exactly what to do. If certain things happen, it means go to the hospital. They have never happened, but I know what they are. I know what I'm supposed to go to the hospital if I experience.
Yeah.
So I'm okay, but I'm not okay.
Are you okay?
No, obviously not. No. I'm so clammy. I feel so hot. And you know what's funny is I like you like like earlier when I was clamming, I was like, oh, well, the weather's been changing so much, and now it's like 50 or it's like 47 degrees, but it's really sunny. I was like, maybe that's why I'm sweating. So I took off my jacket and everything. I'm still sweating. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like sweating. I'm like, well, there's all these lights on me. They're both LEDs. They don't emit any heat. Like I'm putting my thumb on one of the lights right now. It's not even warm. It's
Yeah.
not even warm. It's not even warm. No, it's not even warm. Okay, that was a little warm. It's pretty far away though. Um, but yeah, I'm super clammy and stuff. So, um, are there any things you want to ask? Last things you want to say to me before I'm gone?
Um,
I'm a bad person.
nah,
Remember when I
nah.
was super sick and we didn't know it was my gallbladder yet, and I was waiting on those results? I like torment the people who love me with somebody like, shut up. And I'd be like, is that the last thing you ever want to say to me? And they'd be like, please stop saying that stuff. My shoulders are burning.
Wow.
I mean, it feels like I put a little icy hot on my shoulders. It does. Icy to numb the pain, then warm to soothe it away. I remembered. Okay.
Yeah. Does it feel like if you put like ice packs on it or like a cold hand that it would feel better?
Yes.
That
Oh.
that's the thing that I had.
Well, Michelle for people who don't know, Michelle is now like a full-blown QAnon conspiracy theorist because she's convinced she got COVID in like January of 2012.
First of all,
2020.
yeah, first of all, not 2019 or 2012. But no, but there was COVID circulating at that time.
Uh-huh.
So, but nobody knew, like, there weren't like long haul COVID people yet because it was so new.
Yeah.
So, like, I just thought I was dying for like 4 months.
I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I still could just be dying, but nobody could find out what was wrong with me.
We're all dying. I have a friend of mine who just started streaming on Twitch, and he's working really hard to build up his Twitch thing. And I'm excited for him. I like him, and we're not close friends or anything. And I don't think he realizes, like, I have a Twitch screen name because I'm gonna start live streaming some stuff once I'm better. Maybe some more Uncle Henny campfire stories, but also I want to do some stuff where I like just goof off and watch like scary YouTube videos and comment on them and stuff. I just think it'd be fun to hang out with friends and do that. So I have like a Twitch thing, and right now my Twitch name is Campfire Henny because I thought I was going to use it strictly for Uncle Henny's campfire stories. I may keep it with Campfire Honey. That's kind of cool name. But he has not noticed that that's obviously me, because when he streams, I get a notification and I watch his stream at least for a little bit, but all I do is comment like really fucking cryptic things toward what they're saying. like they mentioned, like, I guess I'm dying. He was like, well, I mean, everybody dies or whatever. And I commented, I was like, yes, everyone dies, some sooner than others and stuff like that. And he's like, thanks for the comment, Campfire Henny. And I've been doing that like all the time. Every time he's live, I'm like, maybe I'll just say another cryptic thing. The funny thing is, I do that anyway. It's not even. It'd be funny to me whether he knew who I was or not. So, but yeah, I'm good. I'm great. Yeah, buddy, man. Yeah, dude, homie, pal. Oh gosh, this was such a bad idea. Why would I do this?
I don't know.
I hope this is amusing. I think this would be amusing to listen to. Somebody just, getting ill on the air. Like maybe next week you should take some Ipecac like right at the start of the show. No, like a very small amount. So you don't vomit, you just get really sick.
No.
But the thing is, you take it like right at the start of the show, and then we watch as like for 25 minutes, you just start like sweating and getting really nervous and stuff like that.
This isn't a good idea. This isn't. People should not find this kind of thing funny. It's mean.
I did it.
I know. Bad people watching.
You're shaming our audience? That's not nice.
Well, I don't want them like laughing at your misfortune.
But then they're going to be having a bad time. I don't want them to have a bad time.
Well, I don't know what to do.
Damn it, Michelle. Oh my god. Oh, my head hurts so bad. Oh, the worst was a friend whose sister's a nurse told me, here's what you'll do to not have all those problems after your second vaccine. And I was like, okay,
Mhm.
I'm listening. And she was like, okay, you're gonna take take vitamin C and D and zinc and two other things I'm forgetting right now. And I was like, no problem. I've been doing that for 4 months. And she's like, well, just drink a lot of water. And I was like, I am nearly drowning. I drink so much fluid. I already picked up my Gatorade for the night, by the way. When I feel sick, I drink Gatorade.
Mhm.
It's just an old comfort thing from when I was a kid. Whenever I was a kid, mom would always be like, you can't get dehydrated. So she'd always get me Gatorade. And that
Mhm.
was like the time that I drink Gatorade. So whenever I feel sick, even if I don't, even if I'm not sick in a way that actually requires massive fluid intake, like I have, like, and no, that's not a good example. I just have like any malady is my point. Like it doesn't have to be a cold or the flu. It's just like, oh, I'm really sick. It's like Gatorade kind of just always sounds good,
Mhm.
even if it doesn't help massively. Although I'm sure consuming fluids is always a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
So I mean, unless you're drowning, um,
Yeah. And you really aren't supposed to drink all the time because then you will die too.
from
Because
drowning.
yes.
How's it feel to watch your friend deteriorate before your very eyes?
Not good. It doesn't feel good.
This is the problem with me is that like I'm just like, aha, you care about me. Now I know how to hurt you. I'm gonna get you. This episode is the most honest depiction of what friendship with me is like. Because sometimes I don't even know where I'm going. But good luck. You better be you better just strap in. Oh my god. I want my head. I just tried to lay down.
I mean, you can. Do you want to lay down and finish the show laying down?
Hold on. I'm just gonna
I don't know what happens when you do that.
my chair's not that far down, but I don't think this is
Oh,
better.
I don't understand.
This doesn't feel very good.
It it doesn't like look good. It looks
It's
like
not good at all.
yeah.
I'm gonna move back to oh good. Ooh. Hold on. Huh. Okay, this is interesting. My arm doesn't hurt that much. But my joints are aching now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
That was one of the big problems I had when I was initially sick. Was like constant achy joints. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So tell me about your day, Michelle.
I didn't do anything. I just mowed the lawn and cleaned up the leaves.
I couldn't mow the lawn on account of snow.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been posting that around here. They're just like, well, guess I'm not mowing the lawn. Just 3 inches of snow. I'm also like getting thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I got so my day was I got up at 7:30 and I was feeling really good.
Hmm.
So I was like, "All right, motherfucker, I'm gonna give myself my 45 minutes to sleep because I'm like really comfy and I feel good." And then I got up and was like, "All right, I'm gonna let the dogs out and I'm gonna work on some stuff." And I worked on some work stuff and I got a bunch of packages out in the mail on time, just barely. I was running like 20 minutes behind because one of the packages uh anybody who works who's ever shipped a lot of stuff, that like sometimes it's just there's no right box. So I had to like decide which box was like which sacrifice was right. Like, should I put it in a way too big box, but then have to use like all of the packing material I have in my house, or should I use the thing that's kind of small and just like use all of the bubble wrap I have in the house?
Hmm.
So I went with bubble wrap. But so I got that shipped, and then I went and got lunch. And it was really funny. As I was going up to get my lunch and drop off things at the post office, there were these two blue cars driving on the road, the same road I was on, and they were going kind of slow. and the guy in the front of us, the three of us, I guess, was flipping the guy behind him the bird.
Oh.
Like often here and there, he'd flip him off again.
Oh.
And I was just stuck behind the guy who was stuck behind the guy flipping him off
Oh.
for like a little while. Um, I don't know what was going on there, man.
Yeah. That
But,
doesn't sound good.
he was super mad, bro.
I wonder what happened.
I want to know.
You should have I don't know, did a thing where you
I should
get
have like citizens arrested them.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to pull over. I want to know what the beef is.
Yeah.
Oh God. But yeah, so that was my day, and then after I ate lunch, I went and got my shot, and now here I am getting sick.
Mhm. Yay.
And now I'm paranoid every time I take a deep breath. I'm like, how did my lungs feel? They feel normal right now. I mean, they feel normal right now. Yay, yay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried for me are you really right now?
Like 2. Like I know you're gonna be
Okay,
okay.
no, that's a
I'm just like
healthy way to do it.
it's just more like, oh, for Henrique.
Poor Henrik. Our Gmail, this show is awkward at gmail.com, has been getting a lot of spam
Yay.
of people asking us to audition for television shows,
Yeah.
or offering to help us promote our music on Spotify when we
Yay.
don't have any. I mean, we do,
But
but the
not
show does not.
yeah.
So that's fun though. Yeah,
Mhm.
like, do you want to do your thing on Spotify? And I'm like, no. Oh my gosh, it's getting really bad now.
Okay. Should we stop?
I don't know.
We should probably stop.
Oh, my eyes hurt. It's funny how it just like slips in. Like, I was just telling a story, and then the more I told the story, the more I was having trouble keeping my eyes open. So then I
Mhm.
closed my eyes while I told the story, and then I realized I was like hurting quite a bit.
Mhm.
Um, but no, keep the conversation going, Michelle. Keep me going, man. I dare you. Come on. I'm sorry. I feel bad I'm picking on you. I I'm sorry, everybody. I hope that this is kind of amusing, because I'm just like, I wanted to power through the show until I couldn't anymore, I guess. I actually didn't think it would be this bad, though, to be honest.
Yeah, and yeah. Oh well.
I thought it would be like a lot less bad, is what I'm getting at. Um
Why don't why don't we just stop?
but now you're like so desperate for us to stop that I can't possibly stop, you know?
Let's never
Like,
stop. Let's do this forever.
if you insist, you're my best friend, I'll do what you say.
Oh no.
That's what happens, man. Oh my God. It's so bad. This is what it's like. This is why I was so frustrated for so long.
Mhm.
And I'm sure people noticed. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, because we kind of kept on the show. We kept the whole me being sick thing kind of a secret for a while.
Mhm.
Not a secret. We just didn't talk about it.
We kept it
Um,
a secret.
yeah, that's a secret. And but no, there were times when like you might notice that I would go like a couple times, and then all of a sudden the show was ended, like, 25 seconds later. That was because I was starting to get too sick. I don't know how to describe it. Too sick to do the show anymore.
Mhm.
So we would just kind of end on a note close after I got confused. Um, I think I'm gonna go drive a car. That's what I
Really?
want to do like right now, is drive a car.
That must mean you're getting better.
Yeah!
Yay.
Hooray!
Everything's good.
No. That's actually one of the reasons I hope that my lungs don't get tighter also, is because I'm almost out of inhaler,
Mm.
and I don't want to pay like $45 to have DoorDash bring me an inhaler, because I don't want to drive to Walgreens.
Yeah.
It probably won't be that much, but the inhaler itself is like $30. So
So it probably will be that much.
it'd probably be like $38
Mm.
or some shit. So I just rather not, if I could help it. And but it's too much. See, that's the problem, is it's too much to preemptively buy it too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Yeah.
was at the
Yeah.
CVS, I could have just bought another inhaler, but if this doesn't do anything to my lungs, I literally may never need that inhaler ever again in my life, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asthmatic and there's like no history of asthma in my family. So um yeah. Uh I don't want to give in now. I No, this is going to be the longest podcast in the history of the world.
No.
We're podcasting
No.
for the rest of my life, all
No.
day and a half of
Oh
it.
no.
Um no, no, no. I should go. I should go lay down.
Yeah, you should.
I know. I know. I know. I'm so bored with
I'm
laying down. It just
sorry.
felt so good for days to not lay down. You know what? On Sunday, I think it was Sunday or maybe it was
Hmm.
Saturday, I took a nap because I had free time and hadn't slept much the night before because I was busy watching Joe Bob Briggs up all night. Like
Hmm.
that felt awesome. That's like the kind of naps I miss, the kind of naps that were rare, and they were because like good things, like spending time with friends all night or watching TV all night, not just because I have no strength and energy.
Yeah.
So, but I just wanted to say real quick, because this episode has been the most abusive possible episode to our audience. I really do appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for sending in nice emails, nice messages, um, even the occasional tip and stuff. I really do appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, that's nice of you. And also, for shame if you laughed during this episode.
Michelle, why don't you just give everybody a full blown, just let them know what you think of them right now if they thought this episode was funny.
That was it. That
For
was it for
shame.
shame.
Well, thank you guys for listening. We never do an outro, but I
Yeah,
guess we're
this is
gonna have to
weird.
do one right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thanks for listening. We will be back next week. In fact, by the time this airs, I'll probably be all better.
Yeah.
Right, Michelle?
Yeah.
Do you promise?
No, yeah. I do.
Okay.
Whatever.
We're
Yeah.
we're gonna go. I really don't feel good. I feel
Okay.
really bad. So we'll see you guys next week.